Other interesting cultural news, you have Elon Musk calling out Google AI chatbot for erasing history as well as diversity. Now, in terms of diversity, I say that in terms of they're basically replacing the race of everyone in history. So they're getting rid of, what was the Urban Dictionary say? The white folks, I think, is the youthful term for that category of people. A lot of people say Eastern European or Europeans, but Elon said specifically, quote, "The woke mind virus is killing Western civilization. Google does the same thing with their search results, Facebook and Instagram too, and Wikipedia." And he is responding to a post by the New York Post where they say, quote, "Google's woke AI makes Vikings black and the Pope a woman, and this is the image of your founding father. History messin'," and is George Washington, but he is African American. And Elon, this is one of his records, got 27.7 million views and 219,000 likes, which is quite a few to say the least. That's, as youth might say, going viral. That's one of his most successful posts. Because again, it's fascinating to see what Google will only make certain races look good, and they'll completely obfuscate and they'll actually hide other races completely, which isn't too surprising based on who's programming these things and who's creating them and their political bias and all the biases that they have. Now, going to the comments section, you have Texas Lindsay saying, quote, "You helped build the internet. Is it too late to build a new woke-free search engine, or will the search engines become futile as AI advances?" It got 1.7 thousand likes. Elon Musk says Grok, unquote, getting 4.7 thousand likes. So that'll be very interesting. I don't know if it'd be to use Grok, because that's the AI interactive chatbot that they have on X Twitter. Be interesting if it actually become more of a search engine. Now, Doge Designer says, quote, or he literally just Googled images for happy white women and white man, and the results were all African American men with white women. So you ask Google for happy white woman and white man, and the response, and it's also a picture of a book that says why black men love white women. So yeah, it's literally all the stock photos are of an African American man and a white woman, and that got 4.1 thousand likes. Let's see here. Paul Suzupa says, quote, "Look what happens if you search happy white woman with white man on Google. Go ahead, try it yourself." And he again did a screenshot of his results, getting 330 likes. Let's see here. We do have our favorite leftist. Well, we don't really like him, but appreciate some interesting, more contrarian statements. So that way they're not just all the same, as some places can become echo chambers, which gets pretty boring pretty quick. Now, Luke Zaleski says, quote, "Just a reminder, Elon is a right-wing media mogul with massive interest in various fields that require government oversight and regulation, who is openly and not so openly utilizing his giant personal social media state news platform to serve his own personal and political purposes," unquote. Now, granted, that might be very mentally vacuous in some ways, but it got 763 people to like it. Now, interestingly enough, he says Elon Musk is extreme right wing. Well, if he was that right wing, why isn't he banning people that are on the far left, or just people who are left in general on Twitter? Fascinatingly enough, X Twitter seems to be the only place that isn't overly censored, and opinions are just erased. So, of all the social media websites, I would say X Twitter is, it's by far the fairest one and the most unbiased one, and one with the the highest quantity of diversification of thought. Because again, even you see this even with memes on Facebook. If you have certain memes about certain categories, it'll be erased in a New York minute. However, if you have a joke or a meme about someone making fun of white people or Catholics, those jokes will stay up all day long. Or jokes making about Donald Trump, yeah, those get censored pretty quick. So it's interesting what you are and are not allowed to make fun of on certain media websites. Kind of shows their biases. Let's see here. Let's see. A couple more comments here. Here's one. This is from Keith Woods. He says, "This is the head of Google's AI project. It's undeniable at this point that our elites are filled with anti-white hatred. In the words of George Orwell, the most effective way to destroy people is to deny and obfuscate their own understanding of their history." And he has screenshots of Jack Kowalski saying, quote, "White privilege is effing real. Don't be an a-hole about it and act guilty. Do your part in recognizing bias at all levels of Oh, geez Louise. It's a bad script. It's a good scramble word, but egregious is? Took me a little bit there. Let's see here. So Peter Kaczynski also said, taking down the statue, and he said Jesus. No, wait, is this? Peter Kaczynski responded to something saying Jesus, and Jack Krasinski, the Google guy, said, quote, "Nah, Jesus only cares about white kids. I'm pretty sure that's in the Bible. Let's confirm with Jeff Sessions." Which, again, it doesn't. You don't have to read too much of the Bible to realize Jesus loved everyone, and so again, mentally vacuous to say the least. Jack Krasinski also said, "FY, my personal beliefs are that I don't mind paying more taxes and investing in overcoming systematic racism, and reversing climate change has not only social but economic benefits." So there's a lot of screenshots, so you could definitely see his political bias. Let's see here. Ian Miles Strong says it's not just AI, and he does another screenshot of the Google results being skewed. Red Wave Press says, quote, "X is the only platform that isn't a leftist propaganda machine," unquote, getting 284 likes. Wendy Peterson says, quote, "It seems like Google overnight changed every definition of every word that now mimics liberal ideology, which is far left from the truth," unquote, getting 376 likes. And we really shouldn't be too surprised when you look at the political donations, especially with tech companies. It's a factor of nearly 100 to 1 in terms of the number of people who donate to Democrats versus Republicans, which is another fascinating topic. Most businesses you never see a lot of businesses push for diversity of political thought. I wonder if we'll see that in our lifetime, if that's something that a lot of people value, and if that perhaps could make maybe a business more effective because you get different ideas in there. I'm one of those people where as long as you have the shared values and morals, then obviously I think the additional political thoughts could be beneficial perhaps. Let me know in the comments. I've never seen that in LinkedIn or any of these websites in terms of when they're talking about increasing the diversity of their businesses. They usually are not talking about political. I wonder if that maybe it will be something of a talking point someday. Maybe it has, and I just haven't seen it yet. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. As always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback so I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.